Welcome friends. Let us continue to study chapter number 2 on my YouTube channel. Kindly like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel. The topic included in today's lecture is polytropic process, and the sequence using which we are going to study the polytropic process is definition, PV diagram, relationship with PV and T, work done, change in internal energy, heat transferred, and change in enthalpy. When any gas is heated or cooled in such a way that the value of index N is other than 0, 1, 1.4 and infinitive, it is called as polytropic process, and it follows the law PV raised to N is equals to constant. It means whenever the value of N is other than 0, 1, 1.4 and infinitive, then this process is known as the polytropic process. Let us understand through PV diagram. At point 1, pressure and volume is P1 V1. At point 2, pressure and volume is P2 V2, and it passes through a process, and that process follows the law PV raised to N is equals to constant, where value of N is other than 0, 1, 1.4 and infinitive, then this process is known as the polytropic process. So it is an actual process. During this process, both heat and work transfers as well as change in kinetic energy takes place. Let us represent it using the flow diagram. That is a cylinder. On the cylinder, gas is filled up. Weight is placed on the piston. Here, heat supply is not equal to 0. Work done is there, and change in kinetic energy also takes place. Now, this is the law, that is the PV raised to N is equals to law, which is known as the law for the polytropic process, where N is other than 0, 1, 1.4 and infinitive. So friend, you must have some query why it is not these four values. So let us understand the logic behind it, and let us represent all other processes on a single PV diagram. So for a compression process, it means the gas is compressed. So this one is which process? Yes, it is a horizontal line on PV diagram, so it is a constant pressure process, and for constant pressure process, value of index is 0, that is N is equals to 0. Now how we can draw the constant volume process on PV diagram? Yes, it is a vertical line, and for that the value of N, that is index, is equals to infinitive. Now how we can represent the isothermal process? By a curve, and value of N for the isothermal process is 1, that is N is equals to 1. And what is this? This one is the adiabatic process, where N is equals to gamma, and the law is PV raised to gamma is equals to constant. So all four values represent different processes. N is equal to 0, constant pressure. N is equals to infinitive, constant volume. N is equals to 1, isothermal. N is equals to gamma, adiabatic, and other value of N represents the polytropic process. So this one is the polytropic process. This can be the polytropic process, where value of N is other than these four values. So that was the representation of all processes on single PV diagram, and that was for the compression process. The same we can draw for the expansion process also. So let us draw it. How we can draw the constant pressure process line? Horizontal or vertical? Yes, it is horizontal, and N is equals to 0. How we can draw the constant volume line? Yes, N is equals to infinitive. This is N is equals to 1, that is isothermal. N is equals to gamma, that is adiabatic, and other lines. Yes, where value of n is other than 0, 1, 1.4 and gamma, they are the polytropic process. And this is the representation of all processes on single PV diagram for expansion process. Now let us find out the relationship between PV and T. Now the derivation of this relationship between PV and T for polytropic process is same as the adiabatic process, only we have to change gamma with n. So it is T2 by T1 is equals to P2 by P1 multiplied by V2 by V1. And we know that for polytropic process, P1 V1 raised to n is equals to P2 V2 raised to n. Now we will substitute the value of P2 by P1 using this equation. So let us find out P2 by P1 is equals to V1 by V2 raised to n. Now substitute this value in equation number 1. And by simplification, we are going to get T2 by T1 is equals to V1 by V2 raised to n minus 1. Now the next step, the same equation, T2 by T1 and P1 V1 raised to n is equals to P2 V2 raised to n. But what we will do here, we will substitute the value of V2 by V1. Previously we have substituted the value of P2 by P1. Now we are going to substitute the value of V2 by V1. So V2 by V1 is equals to P1 by P2 raised to 1 upon n. Substituting this value in equation number 1, we are going to get T2 by T1 is equals to P2 by P1 raised to n minus 1 upon n. And this one is the previous equation. So both equations are the relationship between PV and T, and they are the same as the adiabatic process. The only change is there. Here it is n. In adiabatic process it is gamma. Work done. Work done follows the rule PV raised to n is equals to constant. The derivation of work done for polytropic process is same as the derivation of work done for adiabatic process. Only we have to change gamma with the n. So work done is equals to integration 1 to 2 pdv, and we know that P1 V1 raised to n, that is P2 V2 raised to n, that is PV raised to n is equals to constant. So P is equals to C divided by V raised to n. Put this value in the work done equation. C is the constant, so take it out. So C integration 1 to 2, 1 upon V raised to n dv. Take this V raised to n term in the numerator, so it will be integration V raised to minus n dv. What is the integration of V raised to minus n? Yes, it is C into V raised to minus n plus 1 divided by minus n plus 1 between 1 and 2. Putting the value of 1 and 2, so it will be C V2 raised to n minus 1 minus V1 raised to minus n plus 1 divided by minus n plus 1. Now we will take C inside the bracket. So C will be here and C will be here. So it will be P2 V2 raised to n into V2 raised to minus n plus 1 minus, here there will be a C, and instead of C we can write down P1 V1 raised to n, V1 raised to minus n plus 1 divided by minus n plus 1. On simplifying, V2 raised to n is cancelled from this and V1 raised to n is cancelled from this. So answer is P2 V2 minus P1 V1 divided by minus n plus 1. Right? And on simplification, we will get P1 V1 minus P2 V2 divided by n minus 1. So that is the equation of work done for the polytropic process. And it is same as the equation of work done for adiabatic process. Instead of gamma, here it is n. Change in internal energy. Equation is same, that is delta U is equals to mCV T2 minus T1. Change in enthalpy. Again same equation, delta H is equals to mCp into T2 minus T1. Relationship between work done and internal energy for polytropic process. So this is the equation of work done that we have already derived. Instead of P1 V1, we can write down MRT1, and P2 V2, we can write down MRT2. MR is common, so it is MRT1 minus T2. Now putting the value of R. Now what is the value of R? Like this. CV is equals to R upon gamma minus 1. So we can put R is equals to CV into gamma minus 1. So M into CV into gamma minus 1 into T1 minus T2 divided by N minus 1. Now what is the equation of internal energy? mCV delta T, that is T2 minus T1. Right? So we'll take out the minus common because here it is T1 minus T2. So to get the T2 minus T1, we will take the minus common. So my equation will be mCV T2 minus T1 gamma minus 1 and whole minus divided by N minus 1. Now mCV T2 minus T1 is change in internal energy, that is delta U, and so that we can write down 1 minus gamma divided by N minus 1 into delta U, and that is equals to delta W. So that is the relationship between work done and internal energy. Now the relationship between heat transfer and work done. From first law of thermodynamics, we know that delta Q is equals to delta U plus delta W. Now we know the equation of delta U, mCV T2 minus T1, work done that already we have derived, P1 V1 minus P2 V2 divided by N minus 1. Substituting these two values. Now putting the value of CV, again we can use this equation. CV is equals to R upon gamma minus 1. So here value is M into R upon gamma minus 1, T2 minus T1 plus P1 V1 minus P2 V2 divided by N minus 1. Now here it is MRT2. So we can write down P2 V2 and MRT1. So we can write down P1 V1. So we will get P2 V2 minus P1 V1. But we can take the minus common. So we will get P1 V1 minus P2 V2 divided by gamma minus 1 plus P1 V1 minus P2 V2 divided by N minus 1. Now what term we can take the common? Yes, we can take the common P1 V1 minus P2 V2. So when we take the term common P1 V1 minus P2 V2, then what we are going to get? Minus into bracket N minus 1 plus gamma minus 1 divided by gamma minus 1 multiplied by N minus 1. So that is the term we are going to get. Clear? Now simplify the term between the blue bracket. So minus N plus 1 plus gamma minus 1. So 1 1 cancel. So we are going to get gamma minus N and gamma minus 1, and this is the equation of work done as mentioned above. So P1 V1 minus P2 V2 divided by N minus 1 is the work done. So it is delta Q is equals to gamma minus N divided gamma minus 1 multiplied by work done. Now let us find out the relationship between heat transfer and internal energy. Again starting from the same equation, putting the same value. Clear? Now again putting the value of CV is equals to R upon gamma minus 1. Here we have converted this P1 V1 into MRT1 and P2 V2 into MRT2. So answer will be MR T1 minus T2. But we require T2 minus T1. So we have taken minus common. So it is MR T2 minus T1 divided by N minus 1. And here MR T2 minus T1 divided by gamma minus 1. So what is common in this term? MR T2 minus T1 is common. So we'll take out MR T2 minus T1 common. So what will be the answer? N minus 1 minus gamma minus 1 divided by gamma minus 1 N minus 1. Now what is the value of R upon gamma minus 1? R upon gamma minus 1 is CV. So we'll put here M into CV T2 minus T1. So this will become delta U. And on simplifying, we are going to get N minus gamma upon N minus 1 multiplied by delta U. So that is the relationship between heat transfer and internal energy. For any query, kindly contact me on my YouTube channel and comment on this video. Thank you.